guys, today I wanted to go over 10 ways that the Colossingum could be made a better experience. First up, I would like for a new island theme to be integrated into the Colossingum. Right now, luckily, you can mute the loading theme from the mess hall. If you click on the mess hall, it gives you the option to mute the loading theme. Thank God I figured out that this was a thing on the first day when it released, otherwise I probably would have been going crazy at this point. Because you spend a lot of time in the hub, don't you, training your monsters and things, and it can get rather repetitive. I think the loading theme fits being a loading theme over being an island theme. It really doesn't seem to match the island whatsoever. It's like a battle hub, and then you have the loading theme playing, which is rather relaxing, going on in the background, and it really doesn't suit what's going on. So I would like to see another theme for the island, something befitting of the island. Now, I was thinking what this theme could be, what the song may be, but I couldn't think of what it would sound like. I just think it needs to be something that is befitting of the island itself and isn't a part of anything else in the game, because it is a separate experience, the Colossingum, and I would like that to be replicated in the song, I do think. I think it's rather ironic with the loading theme, by the way. I've just got to say this, because everyone used to be like, oh yeah, what if we have a loading theme island, and they make an island for the loading theme, and now it's here, everyone's like, no, make a new song entirely. But no, I think what people were really meaning with that was making a new island with monsters that sing the individual parts of the loading theme. But still, I do find it rather ironic, to be honest. It's pretty funny. Okay, next up, I would love for a new battle song, or even, if they want to go that extra mile, battle songs. That would make it so sweet, honestly. Having the ability to hear different battle themes rather than the same repetitive song over and over again would be much appreciated. Now, I am a Splatoon fan myself, and I love in my Splatoon game when different songs play, and I would love for that feeling to be replicated inside of the battle mode. And honestly, having a battle song, even if they don't choose to do multiple different ones, would make the battles so much more epic. Right now, you have the repetitive jingle that plays, and it can be rather repetitive. And there are many battles to come, we know, with this battle mode. So honestly, why don't they add a battle song? It would mix it up so much and make every battle so much more epic. You have the monsters singing and fighting one another, and then you have the battle theme in the background. It doesn't get better than that, guys, does it? I would also like for costumes to be available on all the other islands that are available within the Colossingum that you can buy. I think that it should be just the case. When I initially was playing the Colossingum for the first time, it surprised me, honestly, that you weren't able to put the costumes on the other islands. It gives you something to work towards that will go towards the rest of the game, rather than keeping it exclusively to the Colossingum. And this is sort of an idea that we are going to come back to quite a bit in this video. Now, I do think they've shut the Colossingum off in a way from the rest of the game, and that is good in a sense, because it's making the experience voluntary. It's not making it something that you have to do. You don't have to participate in these battles, but still, those costumes should be a part of the core experience of the game, I do think. And them not being is a little weird, because it just gives you something to work towards, and some integration into the core gameplay experience with the Colossingum is fine, I do think. I would 100% be okay too if they do something like, oh, the natural monsters costumes are only available on the natural islands, because the natural monsters are on a vast amount of islands now. You have the magical islands, the fire islands, you have the natural islands. So even if they just want to go ahead and put them on the natural islands, that is still a huge deal, and I would love to see the costumes come into the core experience of the game. I would also like to see more decorations be added to the Colossingum menu. Right now you only have 5 decorations, unfortunately, and it kinda does speak for itself. Unfortunately, with the 5, they are rather rather similar in how they look. They all have that brownish, light cream color scheme going on. And I would like to see more decorations be added to the Colossingum that are different and not similar to one another and just contrast with one another a bit more and are a little more interesting because they all feel rather similar to me at the moment. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but still the point remains we would like some more because 5 isn't a lot when you think about it. A vault structure would likely be needed to facilitate for these extra decorations, I do think, on the Colossingum Island. I would like for decorations to also be added across all the other islands, like the Star Shop. It feels really confusing to me at the moment that you're not able to place down Colossingum themed decorations that you can buy with medals on the Colossingum Island onto other islands. I think you should be able to spend your medals as you please and decorate other islands. Again, it's that idea of that reward. You've participated in those battles. You can place this exclusive set of decorations across your islands now because you have completed that and you have got these medals now and you've obtained them. And with those medals, obviously, it would be a good idea, I do think, to be able to just spend them as you please. Again, it's like costumes, and that element of reward, that incentive to keep playing is really important, I do think, to the game. The Colossingum as well is a space for monsters preparing for battle too, and it's not necessarily the case that people are going to probably want to place down decorations as much as what they want to on other islands, I do think. So making it the case that you can place them on the other islands would be much appreciated. I would also like to see daily quests, so quests never run out. With the latest update, quests can run out. We've seen it. It can happen, can't it? It's gonna happen. And even when they add a huge amount of quests, which I have no doubt they are going to eventually, I would love to see daily quests regardless, because it would be fun to have something to participate in even when you can't participate necessarily in campaigns and quests that you have going on right now. Say if I have a quest right now and I have to complete this quest to continue, don't I? Unless there's limited edition quests going on, in which case I can go to them. But that's not always going to be the case, is it? So say I have this quest and it's the only quest I can do. If I don't have monsters leveled up to fight that quest and to complete that quest, I can't participate in battles, can I, without losing consistently. In order for that to be conquered and that to not be an issue anymore, I think adding daily quests would be a good idea. I would also like to see trophies to be added into the Colossingum. You can't place trophies down at the moment, and trophies are a record of your achievement inside of the Colossingum, so it is really confusing that you can't place them, isn't it? The Colossingum itself is the main hub for battles, so I think it should be the case really that you can place trophies down if you want to inside of the Colossingum, because all in all, if you've earned those trophies, you deserve to place it in your battle hub where you've participated in all the battles. And I think it would be cool to see your record of achievements along the battle hub itself rather than it being placed on another island. I would much prefer to place them down on the Colossingum Island itself rather than the natural islands. Honestly, I've placed them in my vault, I'm not gonna lie. I put them on Plant Island and put them in my vault straight away because I didn't really want them out. Having them on the Colossingum, however, where the battle hub is, would just make a lot more sense, and I don't really understand why you can't place them on the Colossingum Island itself. I do think as well that it would be the case that a vault would need to be added again for this feature to be added, because you can't really have all of those trophies out whilst also having all the monsters over there. If they're planning to add like the wobblins or whatever eventually, it's going to get really cramped, isn't it? And it's going to get really full, the island. So having it be the case that you can put the trophies away in a vault would be a good idea. I would also like to see campaigns be added inside of the quests menu. Right now you just have a full row of quests and you get trophies at random points. As you complete specific quests, you earn a trophy, and I think it would be more cool and more elaborate if you could earn a trophy for each campaign that you do complete. So say all of the quests in between trophies, for example, those are part of a campaign and you can access the campaign from the quests menu, and there's different campaigns you can unlock, and I think that would make it more clear too when you earn trophies, because I was really confused when I was earning trophies and when I was going to earn a trophy, and when I did earn a trophy I was like, oh. So making it clear that it's a campaign thing, when you complete a campaign you earn a trophy, I think that would be a good idea, and it would make it less cluttered as well, because we are going to reach a point where there's just so many quests out there that it's just going to become too cluttered, the menu. So having it rather elaborate, the design, and having it so that you earn a trophy once you complete all these quests inside of a campaign would make a lot of sense, I do think. You could have another section besides the campaigns for the daily quests, for example, too, and limited edition quests, and seeing that would be cool, obviously, too. And I think it would make it a lot more clear to players what is going on in terms of quests if we just had campaigns, because there honestly is going to be so many quests eventually if they don't add campaigns and make it so that quests are accessible through campaigns rather than just being in a single row, so we can see when we're going to earn a trophy and things. And just so it gives players another incentive as well for something that they're going to work towards. Say they want to complete a campaign, they know that they're working towards that. It's an incentive that is going to keep them playing inside of the game, and I just think that that incentive would be really cool, knowing when you're going to get a trophy. I'm not sure if it says in game if you're going to get a trophy underneath the menu. I can't look now because I've completed all the quests, unfortunately, but I don't think it does. I'm not 100% sure, but even if it does, I think just making it even more clearer that you are going to earn a trophy after you complete a campaign would be a good idea. So the last two suggestions I have towards how the Colossingum could be improved have already been confirmed to be on their way, but I wanted to discuss them a little bit, so here we go. So the first thing that we already know about is the fact that more monsters are going to come to the Colossingum and are going to be able to participate in battles eventually. I really love this idea. I can't wait for more monsters to come on over. I can't wait for the fire monsters, for example, to come on over, the magical monsters to come on over, seasonals, you name it, we can have it. They just need to put it in, and honestly, all the element matchups right there, it will be cool to see that in play, having everything just come out and fleshing out, and all these monsters being able to participate in the battles will be so cool. Another thing that we know is going to be coming out soon is the versus mode, which naturally will improve the Colossingum indefinitely because you will be able to participate in battles with friends and things, and that will be really cool to see how that plays out, whether they'll do a tournament setup, whether they'll have tournaments, whether there'll be more to it than participating with friends, whether it'll be more broad, whether there'll be more features inside of it. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But for now, guys, that's all I have to say for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like the video and to subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you guys later when we'll probably be doing another Colossingum video. For now, though, bye!